And we are set to go, fine fans, with our next bout tonight. Again, an amateur attraction, 3 rounds, light heavyweight action inside the cage. Making his way to the cage first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in 200 pounds and joins us from Ballyclare, Northern Ireland. Here is Martin Van Ware.
So next amateur contest, catch weight, but I think maybe around the light heavyweight mark. And first of the cage is Darren Wallace from Ballyclare in Northern Ireland. He is currently on the prep point, and he is very much prepared
his opponent tonight,
for action.
fighting out of the red corner, also mixed martial artist, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in 200 pounds and fights out of East London, England. Here is Darren Springer.
Another local fighter set to jump into the cage. It is Darren Springer of the MMA Clinic, and this is his very much long-awaited debut. We can see in the corner there he has Jack Tololowski, Paul Hines, again Charlie Watts on cornering duties. Been hearing some really positive things about this young man.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, John, it is long-awaited. He's had a few guys pull out on him. He's really been waiting to make his debut for I think 3 or 4 fights now. And, you know, he finally gets the chance here tonight. Cage Warriors CEO Graham Boylan flying in Darren Wallace on late notice to really try and make this fight happen for this, this man.
Yes, I fear that he would be so despondent with the sport that he may not step out again. But it's great to see he's got a contest tonight, and he's get to show the world what he's all about.
Referee in charge once again is Neil Hall. 3 rounds, 3 minutes, light heavyweights.
Neil Hall, our referee. 3 3-minute rounds, amateur light heavyweight action. I believe that Springer has a background in martial arts, well, possibly Taekwondo. Nice pick-up, but a good reversal there from Wallace.
He's shown a powerful snapping kick, a good punch to drop his man, a huge takedown. Wasn't able to control, though, a little over-eager perhaps, but you know, Darren Wallace is going to have to weather an early storm here, I feel.
Well, he's certainly up for it, is Mr. Springer.
So good head position here, nice high left underhook. Going to be firing in those knees to the legs in the midsection.
Springer's got to be... Wow, he does not trying to shift the weight around of Wallace.
So really, he had a very nice frame with his forearm on the neck. Wallace did a good job of bringing himself back to the cage. Still Springer pushing forward, though. Clearly a lot of forward pressure as well to pin his man up against the edge of the arena here.
Yes, nice head control there from Springer. He's also using his knees to try and strip off the grip.
Oh, you can see again, they pummeled, and immediately he's gone straight back in on the other side. He switched his head position, switched his high side underhook. He's done it again here. That's a very nice bit of cage clinch work from Darren
he's
Springer.
got the double underhooks as well. Hasn't linked his hands just yet.
Darren Wallace doing all the right things, though. He's changing his base to pummel back in.
This is really going to take it out of these amateur fighters.
Yeah, very... Well, clearly quite confident on the feet is Darren Springer. He brought his hands down.
Yeah, he's getting caught a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh, nice takedown. Good pick up, kick the leg out to take the base away. Immediately, though, Wallace is looking to post and get back to his feet.
Very nice challenge for both of these young fighters.
Let's see if Springer creates some distance to strike or tries to pull the hips away. Oh, nice posture here, though. I like this right underhook. Again with the head position.
It's an amateur contest, so no elbows are permitted, and these gloves are of a heavier weight than the professionals use.
A good knee to the midsection from Springer, just looking for some interesting opportunities to strike. But again, Wallace is doing the right things to negate this offense, to try and restore his guard, get back to his feet.
Springer taking his time as well, trying to get a better position.
I mean, it's just, at the moment, Wallace is having to be very reactionary because Springer is moving very, very fast. He's making decisions about what he wants to do very, very quickly. And Wallace is the one having to react to those. So at the moment, it really is Springer taking this first round.
Last 10 seconds. Lots of nasty jiu-jitsu from Springer.
Just trying to shake those grips free.
Springer driving his head into the chin of Wallace all the way through that. We saw it against the cage and on the floor.
Yeah, very aggressive and grinding fighter. That head position really does wear on the opponent. But a couple of very high amplitude takedowns there for Mr. Springer.
As Wallace came in with that jab, Springer just stepped back and caught him with the left. Very nice work indeed. Great counter strike.
And this was Springer again pushing forward for the takedown. We're going to see him lift, kick the leg out.
Straight into side control, yeah. Nicely done. Good technical stuff from both of these guys.
Yeah, Wallace's technique was excellent in defense. He did all the right things. It was just Springer was the one pushing forward the most. And, you know, Wallace knows what he's got to deal with now. It's no unknown quantities here in the second round.
Expect both fighters to come out fast again.
Yeah, guys.
Round 2 here at the HMV Forum. Springer, the local man, fighting against Northern Irishman Aaron Wallace. We apologise to Wallace for the wrong announcement of his name at the top of the fight.
So a bit more even on the feet here at the start of this round. Both guys exchanging jabs.
Yeah, I think that Wallace has a slight range advantage.
Oh, another huge takedown from Springer.
Oh, a hurtful looking knee as well.
He threw the same thing in the first round, John, up against the cage. Really is hitting that liver target.
Really increasing the aggression.
Yeah, it's good posture for these strikes as well, but got to be careful of the up kicks. See if he lets his man back up. He's going to have to make a decision shortly. He really just secured that takedown by bundling through the offense. It wasn't particularly set up. It was just, I'm going to drive forward, I'm going to grab hold of you, and you're going on the floor. You know, effective, but ultimately a bit dangerous.
So Wallace being tricky on the ground. He's very active with those up kicks. Springer doesn't want to overcommit and get caught on his way in.
He's kind of stuck in that no man's land at the moment.
He's got potentially a straight calf lock there if he wants it.
Very obvious. It's more, I think he's going to hold that leg as a motion of control to land these front hand strikes with that left hand.
Looks to step through, and he does, but he's in the guard. The corner of Springer asking for him to get some posture to land these strikes. That will increase the power that's available to him.
There were good passing options for him with that single butterfly hook track, but closed full guard for Wallace. I'm sure he's going to feel a little bit safer here. We've already seen he can't really afford to give too much space. Triangle attempt.
Yeah,
very
the
nice
wrist control.
setup. Oh, but the knee on the chest. He's going to get some posture and look for Springer to pop out of this. Knee on the face as well. Old school Carlson Gracie jiu-jitsu. Let's see if he... Oh, lovely, lovely work. He knew he needed to posture. He knew he needed to get high, and to help himself do that, he pinned his opponent to the mat with the knee. Good defensive work.
Horrible way of doing it, though.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
make it uncomfortable for the opponent all the way through.
Not a pleasant experience whatsoever, but, you know, we've seen some good jiu-jitsu chops there from Aaron Wallace. You know, he's got a few tools in his arsenal to do some damage on the ground here, but yeah, a lot of space. I mean, I'm surprised Darren Springer hasn't looked to step over to mount here.
Last few seconds. It's the end of round 2. Springer springs back to his feet. Wallace, unfortunately, a little bit more laboured.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken, he took a bit of damage, but it was more just the wear and tear of dealing with the aggression, I think. I mean, there's the pickup. Immediately, as with all his takedowns, he's moved very well to side control. Looking for some of this ground and pound here. Control with that right leg to try and get the guard pass.
Bit of an uphill battle ahead, perhaps, for Wallace.
This was a lovely triangle setup where he moved his hips to the left. Yeah, the overhook with the left arm. He used his left thigh to knock him off balance and used that to sneak the right arm through. It was a very nice technical setup. Just Darren Springer was slightly wise to it.
The position as well against the cage perhaps was favouring Springer, so that Wallace couldn't really get the space to talk that down, and very nice work by Darren Springer to get out of that spot. So third and final round. Darren Springer, the local man from the MMA clinic, eager to impress here.
Very
chomping at the bit to get some competitive action.
Yeah, very lackadaisical touch of gloves from Darren Springer. But he must know he's probably got the upper hand here on the judges' scorecards.
Well, Wallace has met him in the centre of the cage. Still moving around.
One of these guys needs to start throwing some shots. They need to open up a little.
Yeah, single shots are being exchanged, and Wallace will need to do a little bit more than that if he's going to stop Springer, which I think we probably both agree that he might need to do to become the winner.
It's a tall ask for him. Some of the snaps just gone from him. He's not really withdrawing his punches all that quickly, and we can just see by the lack of volume that the snaps just starting to go out of him here.
Springer's starting to score pretty consistently.
Yeah, I'd really like to see him try and keep that aggression going and, you know, put something together here. Don't just sit back and throw some jabs. Let's go forward. He's had a lot of success with it in this fight.
Oh, big right hand, though.
There we go.
He needs to start stringing these strikes together. Whenever he puts twos and threes together, he's got a bit of a home for it. But exchanging the jab with a taller, rangier fighter, that's better. Nice work there from Springer.
Straight down the middle, successive right hands. Wallace really on the back foot. You can see he's just...
Well, Springer should take heart from that. You can see that he's got more energy. Yeah. Wallace is on the back foot now.
Again, the head position from Springer.
Springer's turning in the knees to the thighs. Little foot stomps. All the tricks that the pros use. Fabulous opportunity for both of these guys. A nice big cage to set your stall out. An opportunity to really demonstrate what you've been learning and put it together in this professional setup.
Again, it's just solid, methodical posture control from Darren Springer at this point, but both guys just really seeming very fatigued.
Not enough there for Neil Hall. Splits the fighters up, resets in the centre of the cage. Let's see if Springer will put together a few more combinations again and force back Wallace. Right hand over the top and a left hook. But Wallace is very durable indeed. Yeah, good dirty boxing on the inside.
Still throwing some shots back. You know, we haven't seen too much striking from him in these clinch scenarios. We saw flashes of it there, but perhaps too little too late.
And that is the buzzer to signal the end of this contest. And one last pickup from Darren Springer.
Nice show of sportsmanship.
Wallace looks absolutely done as he retires to his corner. Nice showing from both guys. Well done to Wallace for stepping in on late notice. Perhaps showed as the fight drew to a close. Darren Springer has been training for some time to get his first fight underway. And it was a nice performance, he can be proud of that. I know Paul Hines will be taking a look at this footage and he'll see some things that could be worked on. But we're not going to be too harsh on either of these guys who are just starting in this wonderful game of mixed martial arts. And here's the nervy bit. It's at the judges' scorecards. And with the decision is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards, and all 3 judges score it 30-27 your winner by unanimous decision, Darren Springer.
So just as we thought, Darren Springer is victorious in front of his home fans. Congratulations to him.